Hello, everyone. This is Mohammed Akif with Akif CPA, and today we'll be doing client stories. So this is initial inquiry that we get from our clients to discuss their situation, see what the issues are, provide solutions, and then from there on, how do we get to those solutions, right? So this is something that we have starting brand new. This is client stories for business and individual taxes. I'm really excited to get this to you guys because I feel that it gives you insight in terms of how do we get stuff, what kind of inquiries do we get, at the same time, what kind of solutions, right? What are the issues? And then so this is something I've been thinking about doing for a long time. I just didn't get around it. So I'm here now. I want to get this started and then get you guys the most information I can. I want to make this where you can make decisions on your own, make really good decisions, right? That's the point here. A CPA is not there just to do taxes. It's to really help you, guide you, and then take you to the next level or to the place that you want to get to. So everyone's going to be different in terms of how they work. That is okay, but you need to find somebody that are aligned with your goals, that understand your business, and then that is there for you. Communication is the key here. And then so what I've seen over the years that sometimes we do lack communication. This happens to every business. I'm not saying this is only a CPA problem. Excuse me, this is a business problem. And then we try our best at our firm to communicate as quickly as possible, as efficiently as possible, and a timely manner, right? So because you are running a business, you want to make sure that you get this information at the right time. Make sure that you are able to make good and timely decisions for your business. And then so that's the reason we are here. And then so this is one of the things that I wanted to do, where I can give you certain information, I can give you the insights, and then I can give you what is going on at the back when things are rolling for our business, right? So when they're growing, even when they're brand new. And then so I'll be discussing scenarios where somebody's starting brand new, someone is in a growth phase, or someone has reached a growth phase and now wants to going to venture out in different stuff. So without any ado, let's get started. Share my screen with you guys. Share one of the inquiries. So picked randomly. Okay, let me see. Where is it? Okay. All right. So perfect. So let's get started. Let me hide this. So let me get my pen on. And I want this to be all right. So my business and partner are going to be filing a LLC. So that means this is brand new business. Somebody's just starting brand new. They want to discuss the option of S-Corp versus C-Corp. So thirdly, that they have a revenue about 104 to 100,000 a month, which is good. We don't plan on paying ourselves very much at all in the beginning. So initially they want to keep the cash in there, which is understandable. Then we want to build the cash flow. You want to make it easier. This is how you grow your business, right? This is very important because there are cash flow issues. That means business has issues. This could be because of the business or because of the owner, right? Sometimes the personal spending really kills your business too. Keep that in mind. And then, so what is the best way to structure? Again, best way to structure the base. How do we get from here, right? So how do we make the base as strong as possible to maximize? That's the key here, and to take most of it home. All right, so we want to discuss options to make sure we are tax compliant. This tax jar is for sales tax. They are in e-commerce. And then, of course, Nexus is another issue that we can discuss for e-commerce client. So let's get this started. So what is issue number one? Let me clear this out. Color red issues. Number one, tax structure. That's the number one issue with this particular client, right? What is issue number two? I know they haven't talked about accounting here, but I do want to discuss with them how's their accounting. So, of course, see what their plans are too. So I'm gonna type. I'm gonna see accounting, and then I'm gonna say Nexus, because accounting will tell us where these state things are. And number 3, of course, filing, right? Tax filings. So 3 issues: tax structure. Number 2, accounting and Nexus. Number 3, filings. Of course. So let's talk about the number 1 issue. So so this tax structure, they're talking about, there are LLC, there are 2 people, so they do have the option to be a partnership too. I guess that didn't get brought up here, but partnership S-Corp are considered flow-through entities. And what do I mean by flow-through? That means the entity or the LLC does not pay any taxes. The partners or the S-Corp shareholders are the one paying taxes. That's number 1 thing. And then partnership and S-Corp are really good structures. If you do understand them, they can save you a lot of taxes. That's number 1. So I don't want to be a sole proprietorship. I don't want to be a disregarded entity, a DBA. I don't want any of those. I want to be S-Corp. I want to be partnership, and because that can save you, if you can plan properly, a lot of taxes. You can save a lot of money. Make sure you maximize deductions and take a lot of it home. Take a lot of your net income home. Don't pay to the Uncle Sam, right? So again, partnership S-Corp, one option. And then versus C-Corp. C-Corp, technically everything is closed. It is a small corporation. The corporation pays the tax. The individuals don't. The only time they're paying tax is when they're getting dividends, right? So corporation will pay tax on the income, and once the owners get the dividend, then they will pay tax on the dividends. So if I were, what are the solutions here? I'm gonna write down. The first solution will be to either have it. I'm gonna write down. Okay, solutions. Number 1, S-Corp or partnership. That's number 1 solution. Number 2. Okay, so they're worried about Nexus. So of course we need accounting. We need to know how much you're selling in each state. So that account needs to be broken down. The sales needs to be broken down state by state, and things need to be tracked. When you are in e-commerce business, especially when you're selling on Shopify, I'm not talking about Amazon here. I'm talking about Shopify or any other platform than Amazon. You need to make sure you track sales. You track sales not only in Shopify, but also on Amazon, because it's a combination, right? So if you, in Nexus, if you cross a certain threshold for a state in terms of sales, making online sales in that state, you must collect sales tax from the residents of those states. And that's what Nexus is. You're technically tying yourself economically to that state. And then this is where the Nexus comes in. And once you do tie yourself, there is no state tax here, only the sales tax I'm talking about, not income tax, not business state income tax. I'm talking about sales tax. And then how can we get there? How can we get the information? Of course, you need to have proper accounting. Make sure you're able to pull data by state when you're making sales. And then from there, that means good accounting, right? That means good bookkeeping. So get the data, analyze quarterly, and make sure that if you do cross certain state thresholds, then we register in that state for sales tax purposes. That's where the Nexus comes from. So solution number 2 solution will be to do the accounting properly, right? And then get the data for sales tax. And number 3 will be to do the filings, of course, to make sure that if you're S-Corp, then you're filing 1120S. If you're a partnership, that's 1065. If you choose to be, for some reason, a corporation, that's 1120. That would be a very small group of people. But majority of people that, if you are able to, I would say partnership or S-Corp will be one of the best options. Understand those rules, because every partnership has its own rules in terms of taxation. S-Corp has their own requirements and rules in terms of taxation. Understand, make sure you follow, and then you don't lose your status, and make sure you pay less taxes. This is very important, right? So filing, so again, 1120S, if you're S-Corp, 1065 if you're a partnership, and then 1120 if you are a C-Corp. So I know my handwriting is really bad, but at least we can see the solutions. So number one, of course, the tax structure, and then so we can help you get the S-Corp. There's a form that needs to be filed, even if you were not a partnership to start off with when you registered the LLC. Again, there's another form that needs to be filed for you to become a partnership. That goes with the 1122. Accounting, we can definitely help you. I mean, that's something that we do for a lot of our clients. Make sure we get the accounting done on time and in a good manner. And proper accountants are required. Get the data for e-commerce, and then make sure we follow the state Nexus rules. Keep track of those sales too. And then thirdly is to make sure that we file everything on time and make sure all the compliance is done, and then make sure you take the most money home and pay at the least tax possible legally, the minimum tax possible legally. And for any questions, shoot us an email, info@keepcpa.com, and we can definitely help you. Again, this is Mohammed with the Keep CPA, info@keepcpa.com. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you.